Hello everyone and welcome back to another rec review coaching session for Age of Empires 2. Today we're going to be taking a look at this rec around 950 elo. We got my boy Spats, who I'm going to be reviewing today, and he's up against Lenda Dom PE. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. This is one of the rec reviews I do for my Patreon members. If you guys want to know more information about Patreon, link in the description. There's a bunch of different tiers there that you guys can use. I have a lot of my extensive guides on there as well. This is the platform I use to give all the information for people that want to get better at this game. And one of the things I have there is a monthly rec review. So I'm going to take a look at Spats here. He sent me this rec about a week and a half ago. And we're going to see what's popping here. He's at 950 elo, so I expect a decent Dark Age. But I do expect to see some Dark Age mistakes. And then going into the Feudal Age, I expect to see a lot of mistakes. This is very typical for 950 elo to 1000 elo. Players who struggle to break 1000 or have not yet broken 1000, 1100 usually have the mistakes in Feudal Age. And then Castle Age is kind of where it all falls apart. But the foundation is Feudal Age, which is where we want to really take a look at here today. So far, so good in the Dark Age, though. We kind of see him scouting around a little bit. We can even keep from his perspective a little bit more as well. I feel like with these rec reviews, I like to do it from their perspective just because I want to see what they see 100%. So, honestly, so far, Spats, great job with the scouting in the Dark Age. Great efficiency with the villagers. Got the lumber camp down. You're moving around in circles. Your scout's active. Yeah, you're always staying on the black stuff as much as you can, which is great. Next, you need a house. There we go. House in front of the berries. Hey, this guy's been paying attention. Love to see it. A little late on the house. We're going to get house a bit, but that's completely fine. And we'll review the start at least at 2 times speed. I will speed it up here and there just because when it comes to a rec review, I don't really need to see like the details. It's kind of like the overarching theme is what we want to focus on. Now I'm going to go for a deer lure. Now normally, okay, pause. This is the problem. This is exactly the problem. When we start to lure deer, when we don't have a proper Dark Age, your Dark Age was like literally flawless before this. You had 9-second out time, which was not the biggest of deals. You got housed a little bit, which is fine. But other than that, it was a flawless Dark Age, really good Dark Age. And then as soon as you start going for the deer, it falls apart. So I'm going to say, I would say just don't lure deer. All you have to do instead of luring deer is send an extra 3 vills to berries in Dark Age, and then you should be fine. I will give you the benefit of the doubt, though. You did fix the economy much, pretty quickly, actually, and it's looking much better now. But I could see you getting overwhelmed. Now the scout's not moving. And all you really got in was 1 deer, which is, it's not bad. Like, it's good, but I think you can make do without it, honestly. Now you're going to go to scouts. Yeah, so honestly, my recommendation, just a very soft one, probably just avoid luring deer. I honestly think up to like 1800, 1600, you probably just don't need to worry about deer. But forget about elo. My general rule is that if your Dark Age gets hurt by luring deer, then you probably shouldn't. Look, you're up at 51 second auto time now, and it was perfect, basically perfect, right? Before starting to lure the deer, and now you lost quite a lot after going for the deer lure. And like I said, it's just 1 deer anyway, so you can probably do without that guy. Okay, looking at the rest of our situation, now we probably want to get a barracks down. Remember when I said a lot of our mistakes should come in Feudal Age? So far, so good. 2 lumber camps, exactly what we want to go for here. Barracks on the front. Barracks is a little late, but we're going to go for a stable. Also, we're idling our scout a lot. Oh, no, we're not going to go stable. We're going to go range. Okay. Which is completely fine. Go range. Okay, I recommend everyone... I've been doing this a lot. I recommend everyone start a feudal, make 1 spear. Right away. No matter what you're doing, make 1 spear. It pays off so much. And the idea is you make 1 spear to push away your opponent's scout. It's so crucial. Like, I can make a whole video on just that initial spear, honestly. It's so important. So, guys, just make 1 spear. At all elos, it's worth it. Trust me on that. One spear, keep it on your base. You should be good. Going for the archers. Okay, cool. And now blacksmith right away. I see this mistake happen very often. Usually, you don't want to go for the blacksmith so early. That's 150 wood. That's 2 farms and a half. I want to see those 2 farms come down before I see the blacksmith in most cases. I think that blacksmith's a little early. We're also idling our TC here. So yeah, take a look at how things are collapsing in Feudal Age now. I mean, look. We have about 2 minutes idle TC. We're now going to go for the farms. Blacksmith's early. I mean, it's not bad. At least we can get fletching. It's not like the worst mistake ever. But I'd just rather see the farms come down earlier. Now fletching's coming out. But if you can still manage the farms, I'm fine with that. And our scout's been AFK this whole time, which is really bad. If you cannot scout at the same time as do the rest of the things, just auto scout. It's nothing, there's no shame in that. Just auto scout. But keep that guy moving. Now he's moving, which is good. Now we're going to start walling up her base. Alright. Now, when it comes to walling up the base, I recommend you do it with 2 or 3 villagers. And usually 1 on each side of the base. Like, for example, here is a pretty easy wall too. We're going to go for some walls. Okay. Normally you want to wall a bit further away from the gold. See how this looks a bit messy? I mean, take a look at that. It's like archers can sit here and they deny your whole gold, right? So I would finish the wall all the way down here to the edge. Okay. Definitely worth going for that. Now, we're going to unfog of war here just because we don't really know what our enemy's going for. The scouting has been very, very subpar, obviously, because we added the scout a lot. But that's okay. So we can see our opponents on archers, right? We don't actually know that, though. The idea here is that we want to be able to wall up our base and just defend if that's what we're going to go for. So yeah, just better walls would be pretty much fine, and then just faster farms because you want to aim for Castle Age. So right now, you have your archers, right? You have your blacksmith. There's nothing else you want to spend the wood on. There's literally nothing else. So this wood has to be transformed into food. Okay, we have to transfer the wood to food because we need 800 food for Castle Age. You don't need 800 wood for anything. So right now we have more wood than food. It should be the other way around 100%. So 3 farms should come down right away here. And we're going to move out. Let's go back to Fog of War. I just want to see a little bit more what was happening. You can see, by the way, how important the scouting is. Me, while casting this, I was getting a little claustrophobic. I felt like I just didn't know what the opponent was going for. I was getting scared, you know? Alright. Archer on Archer. He's on 2 ranges. We scout that now. We have fletching earlier than opponent. By the way, opponent's also on very few farms by the looks of things as well. Okay, we now scout. He's on Ethiopians. Oh, take a look at this. 400, 500 wood. Alright, nice. Good micro, though. Good micro. I will give you credit for that for sure. Super solid. Yeah, actually really solid. This guy's been watching the Patreon micro video right here. That was insane. You just 4 on 4 Ethiopian archers and walked away with 3, which is ridiculous. That good micro is going to net you 1 vil. That's going to be solid. Yeah, it's going to net you 1 vil. And a spear. Huge. And you killed the skirm? Yeah, this is ridiculous. You got so much value off that. Still microing. Imagine if you just made the farms. You're destroying this guy. 700 wood. Imagine if you had 700 food right now. Or like more realistically, you would have like 600 food. 700 food. Imagine. This should be ridiculous. You'd be already up to the next stage. Okay, yeah. So like this wall definitely should, like I said, you just need more space. You can see how bad it is right now. You have like no space to take gold. You have 4 villas, maybe 2 more can fit, and that's it. And you just need farms. Yeah, this is super painful. And this is, guys, very typical. I'm going to be harsh right now because I have to. Very typical of 900 elo to 1,000, even to like 1,100. Feudal Age is everything where things go wrong, all right? 100%. I've never seen a flawless Feudal Age from this elo range because if you did have flawless Feudal Age, you'd get to faster castle. And faster castle always means winning these games. Like, it's by far the best thing you can do. Now we're getting horse collar. Now we're making the farms. 18 minutes. We could have already clicked up by now. All we have to do is make the farms. You did the hard stuff, man. The micro was great. You just had to make the farms down earlier. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Especially when you're playing archers, right? Here's the thing. If you make the farms, okay? If you make the farms earlier, you can make like 18 farms and stop. You don't need more. And that's good because when you get to Castle Age, you don't want 25 farms in Castle. We're just making archers, you know, maybe 1 stable knights. That's it. So especially when you're playing archers, you want to farm fast because the faster you farm, the less you'll need. Now, because you stopped at like, you made them so late, we have 15 farms. We might have to just make 5 more farms or abuse the market, which is probably the better choice. Abusing the market with Saracens. But you see my point. It's like now we might have to make 5 more farms to just to get the food income. And then we're going to go to like 20, 21, 22 farms. And then by the time we get to Castle Age, we're going to float 1,000 food. I've seen it happen so many times. So the faster you farm, the better it is for the faster castle. And the less food you will float in Castle Age because you don't need to make too many farms. Very classic situation. We're on archers, our opponent switches to scrims. So what do we do? And see, we're going to make the farms now. There we go. It's very natural. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But if you float 1,000 food, I told you so. Very natural. You see the scrims? Switch to stable. Very, very comfortable stable switch would be great. Or you can fully wall. Fully wall is ideal. So if you get these down, that's great. But if he starts harassing you like behind your woodlands, just make a stable. Switch to stable. Archer Scout is amazing. He's actually towering us here as well. So yeah, your mistake was moving out to the archers. That was a huge mistake. I think you should have just kept them in the range. Keep them behind the walls to keep them alive. And then switch to stable. Yeah, also we're playing Saracens, right? We haven't used the market once. I don't know if you're randoming Saracens or picking them, but you have to use your Civ's bonuses. And this is criminal. He gets the castle first. Right? We killed 2 vills from him. And we outtraded him. And he's 2 ranges to our 1 range, and he gets castle first. That's criminal, right? We can go to jail for getting a slower castle than a guy who's on 2 ranges. You're up 9 vills as well. Alright, now we're waiting in for the gold. Hopefully we'll click up soon. And we're up to castle. So far, honestly, I can end the wreck here, and I think you'd get so much benefit out of it. Stable's good, but I'm going to continue watching it to the end, just because I don't want you to feel like I scammed you or anything like that, and we got a hole. I want to give you the full wreck, right? But I really want you to focus on these first 20 minutes. It's extremely important. For those watching on YouTube as well, if this gets there, make sure we're learning from these same things, all right? You got to make sure that your feudal age is tight, and you're getting to castle at a good time. Remember the rule, faster castle usually wins the game. And you'll see why. Like, opponent is faster by like 30-40 seconds. Let's see what he can do with that. We're getting harassed a bit. We're wasting some skirms. We're panicking a little bit. Get the stable down. Now we're going to go into stone. Now things are kind of going out the window. The early feudal was good. Like, feudal age was solid. Then as soon as we stop making farms, and now we're delayed. Oh, now we're making more farms. If you float 1,000 food, what am I going to do with you, Spats? This is very typical. Again, I've seen this movie so many times. Archer players do not know how to spend the food, how to manage the food. Yeah, look, more farms. Now we can switch to like cavalry, right? But like the archer opening usually wants to lead into crossbows. We got harassed here as well, which sucks. Again, that's partly due to our walls, right? If we had better walls, we can still take the gold. I'm happy. Everything I pointed out earlier, you got punished for. No, it doesn't. Yeah, 1,000 food. All right. Let's hear it in the chat. Do I call for hypes in the chat for the 1,000 food here? Let's see how you spend it. Listen, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to see you spend it here. Very important that we spend that. Knights. You are going to go for a knight switch. This is fine. It's like the extra food should be okay. If you sell the stone, for example, go for the food. I will give you credit in the sense that you're actually adapting nicely to the situation. You're going to switch to cavalry. But what I wish you went for is 2 stables. When you want to switch to knights, you need 2 stables. 1 stable is only good when you have the crossbow master. Either you play like crossbow plus knights, 1-on-1, or you play full knight switch, 2 stable. Okay? It's a good rule of thumb to have. Plus the armor solid. We're going to deal with this aggression. Opponent stopped making vills entirely, by the way. He's been at 30 vills for a hot minute. He's just piling up. He's collecting the ILTC time. Really important to be aware of the opponent's mistakes as well, by the way. Because when you're in the game, you don't want to feel like, oh, my opponent's playing perfectly and so many things are going wrong. No. A lot of things are going wrong for you. But keep in mind, keep focused. There's always a chance to win because you don't know how bad it's looking for your opponents. Okay, very important. Like in pro games, you might be surprised. Oh, he resigned early. Because they know that the opponent will probably not throw the position. But in most levels, honestly, most levels, throws always happen. Always happen. And trust me, I spent so much time at like 1,000 ELO to 1,600. I spent the whole year down there until I got to 2K. And it's like that. I was throwing so many games. Opponent was throwing so many games. So it's very natural. Very natural. So there's always still a chance. Keep that in mind, guys. Good cleanup here with the knights. Good cleanup. And bro, big props to you. You spent your resources very fast. Big props to you. I like that. Second stable would have helped you so much in that regard. The only thing I don't like about the situation is that I feel like we didn't use Saracen bonus at all. Like, we played like a generic Civ right now. We used the market a little bit, but a bit late. We're not usually using the camels now. Camels 145 HP are really strong. We don't have bloodlines, so it'd be 125 HP. I'm going to switch to a castle. Maybe Mamelukes could be good even. Opponent is playing so weird. By the way, like, honestly, no matter what happened or how like inefficient it might look or how many mistakes you're making, at least I like that you're like playing kind of properly. You know, you're playing the way the game is supposed to be played, which is good. opponent is making some crazy decisions here. Like, I respect it, like tower forward, siege workshop, stable, and now another barracks. It's hard to learn like this. This is how you kind of get hard stuck, to be honest, because it's hard to know what went wrong after a game like how Blue's playing. Whereas for you, it's very easy to see what went wrong and what you're doing well. Okay, now we're going to switch into Mamluks. Not a bad decision. I don't mind. As long as you spend your resources and get upgrades that make sense, I'm completely okay with you going Mamluks or any unit here. Ooh, Bodkin Arrow. You know that doesn't affect Mamluk. You want the Cav upgrade. Unless you got that for the castle, maybe. You can let me know on DMs. You can send me a message about that Bodkin Arrow. Oh, going in for the knights. For the monks, rather. Nice. Nice. You got kind of lucky. If that was me, both knights converted. 0 monks killed. Alright, you got the Mamluks out. Yeah. Yeah, send me a message about that Bodkin Arrow. Let me know if that was for the castle or if you thought it affected the Mamluks. Oh, now you know. Now you know it doesn't affect Mamluks. You want the Cav armor and Cav attack for those guys. So right now you should get like Bloodlines, for example. But the Mamluks are slapping. Let's go. Okay, so right here. This is perfect. We have our units, right? At this point, you want to start developing your economy. Second DC should be like your next priority for sure, right? 100%. Because you're not going to get to a second castle production. So you want to get to like, how do you spend your resources, right? If you can't get like a second castle and just spam Mamluks, that's just like a bit overkill, you know? How do you spend the resources? The idea is to just invest them into getting more resources. So economy upgrades would be good. You know, bow saw, another TC on the wood. You have the market, you can sell your stone, do all kinds of things. You should definitely be thinking about that now. Okay, siege workshop, so we're gonna go for like a bit of an all-in. It's not bad, but like you have 0 on wood. You know what I mean? So like it would just make more sense to play towards getting onto a wood line. That's what I'm thinking, especially when watching this rec. So when you're in the castle, you always want to like be thinking about spending your resources, and then when you're missing a resource, you want to go for it. All right, you want to get to that resource. And don't be afraid, whether you're Saracens or not, don't be afraid to use the market. There we go. There we go. Make a town center. Make a town center. I'm going to be so proud. I'm going to shed a dad tier. Please. Sell 200 food. Buy 100 wood. Oh. Respect, brother. Respect. Let's go. That's the town center. That's what we need, that town center. That's going to be so key. And now, honestly, we should just attack. We're so safe at home. We have a castle. We have a second TC. We can just attack. You have a lot of army. Keep spending your res, though. Bloodlines Husbandry could come in. You can keep spending your res. We're going to fast forward 2 times just because the games tend to stall out a lot from these positions. Continue making Mamluks. Very good. And let's just unfog of war for a second here, just to give you like an idea of what's happening. If you move out here, yeah, he's got a couple monks and stuff, but like your army is like superior, you know? So if you don't move out, you give your opponent the chance to do this crazy forward castle. But if you move out, like he kind of has like nothing. So you can probably just move out and actually take really good fights. Obviously continue making the Mamluks though. If you're going to go for it, just continue making them. Yeah, good. Now we see, okay, we can slow things down a little. And now we see that he's going to go for a castle. I don't blame you for not jumping in. You just have a lot there. It's hard to like judge this fight, but like you would win it probably, but it's a little scary. I'm gonna let that castle go up. Okay. I mean, hey, why did you make the siege workshop? Because we didn't make any unit. Like, chances are, if you don't need something right away, don't make it. Simple as that. Like, only make something when you need it. Like, for example, I want ballistics, right? Like, in every game, I want to get ballistics at some point. It's so good. Like, it's a good upgrade for town centers, castles, range units, right? But if I have no range units, like right now, why would I get ballistics now? So I just wouldn't make the university right now. I'd make the university a bit later on, when I want to get ballistics. Instead, the 200 wood, I'll spend on something else. So same thing here. You don't need the siege workshop. Spend the wood on just farms. Now, obviously, it's not the biggest of deals, because you're basically floating wood. But that's how you want to think about the game. At this point, don't be afraid. Delete your walls. Expand to the outside. A lot of players, again, I see... I try to make a lot of patterns, okay? I see a lot of players doing this. You guys stay inside your walls. These walls... Oh my god, that's a crazy auto farm. These walls are for Feudal Age, okay? In Castle Age, they're not going to help much, so feel free to delete them and expand outwards. They're not going to hold the Castle Age army anyways. Oh! Delete them, yes. It's good. Delete all of them. It's fine. Good job healing your Mamelukes. I really like that. Okay, getting iron casting. So you knew about the Mamelukes. Okay. You don't have to message me. We're good. We are good. Botkin arrow was clearly for the castles because now you know about the iron casting. Awesome. I just want to make sure. There's no judging around here. No judgment whatsoever. Just want to make sure. I'd rather remind you of something that you already know than leave it out and have you, you know, potentially never get the right information. Bosaw's coming in now. Good, good. Yes. Investing to more economy. If it was me playing, break these walls, TC out here. Boom. Just like that. Expanding the economy. Maybe even 2 TC. You know what I mean? Okay, we got a good counterattack here. I've been waiting for this all day because our army has been stronger than our opponents for a few minutes now. Like, our opponent has just some garbage. I love calling armies that are like one of everything garbage, by the way. It's like, look at this. It's like, you know when you take the trash bag out, have a big trash bag to take out? It's like a water bottle, like leftover, like, you know, scraps. You got like little plastic, you got little paper. It's just all like one of everything, you know, all in there. It's exactly this army. Look, 2 monks, a scorpion, a pike, a knight, 3 camels, 6 crossbows. I mean, this is just a mess. It's just garbage. It's all bunched up together. Nothing's fully upgraded. It's walking around. It's basically the average MBL army, and it's just walking back and forth like this. Your army, solid, 16 Mameluke, strong unit. They're standing together, brothers. You know what I mean? Missing bloodlines. That would bring them closer together. Well upgraded. These guys will fight to the death for each other. These guys, they don't even know each other, you know? They're all like foreigners. They just come fight together because why not? So this army is much stronger than this army, okay? Good. I don't want you to be scared. Good, go in, go in, go in! Go in! You win! Okay, you're avoiding the monk. Honestly, I don't follow you. You're avoiding the monk, it's all good. Keep microing? Your micro's crazy good. But you know what I hate about your micro? You always stop queuing stuff. I hate that about your micro because it's so good. I want to watch it. And I know you're watching it because you're not doing anything else. Okay, now you're queuing bills. Like right now. Okay, it's a very, very important rule. In Castlage, you don't have 1,000 of any resources. Under no circumstance. I played this game for 10 years. Under no circumstances can you have 1,000 of any resource in Castle. It does happen though. It's happened to me. It happened to me like last week. It's normal. But as soon as you see it, spend it immediately. 1,000, 4 digits up here, guys. It's a huge red flag, okay? So you have 1,000 wood. That's bad. Hera is going to get really mad at me. 20 bills off wood. Boom. TC here. Mill, auto farm, 10 farms. And you spent all your wood. Simple as that. If you're having trouble spending it, use the market. We don't want a single 1,000 resources. Learn this, guys. These are rules of thumb. Rules of thumb that will help you practical. These are practical advices to help you guys out. And they work. I've had tons of success stories from my Patreons. I got 3 guys. I swear one guy came in at like 1,100. He's like 1,500. Another guy at 1,300. He's 1,700. Within like 2-3 months, these guys are getting crazy high yields because the practical advices actually work. It's not just theory. Oh, it's like, you know, Hera tells me to spend the resources. I'm telling you how to. Boom, pull all these guys out away. Spend the resources. Town center farms. Practical, guys. Good. Houses at the back. I know you got that from me. It's amazing. That's great. Love to see it, bro. Love to see it. I get more happy seeing my... Oh, Town Bell. Let's go. You got him panicked. Yeah, again, your micro and your unit control. No comment from me, bro. You do it. You're doing great. You're doing great with that. Just keep that up, all right? Keep that up. I'm here to elevate your economy and make you a more complete player. Yeah, again, no reason not to be on like 4 TC now. You see, ooh, 2 resources at 4 digits, eh? Not looking good, eh? Not looking good. Nice. Not scared. I like that. Click imp. Imp. Okay. 2,000 wood. If you want to save up for like a log cabin, let me know, man. What are you saving up for? What are you gonna make a wooden car? What's going on? What's in your mind right now? 2,500 wood. It's not a currency, man. You can't spend that. You gotta transform it into wood, gold, and stone. Those are the important res. Wood is not important. Stocking that up, unless we got a special plan, little project we want to go for, it's probably not the right call. University, it's good. I like that. It's good timing for that. At this point, it's, again, just a bit more stalling. I'll remind you once again, bloodlines, husbandry would be great here. You're going to go Mamelukes. Mamluk is a good unit choice here, by the way. He's not an Arbalest, so Mamluk is destroying everything he's going for. I love that. I love that. Blue's in the corner, taking some wood. And if I was doing the rec review for blue, oh my god, I'd be extremely critical. I just want to say that. There we go. Okay, expanding. That's good. Expanding off the wood. I like that. Late, but better late than never. Okay. At this point, the game should be in our favor, 100%. Trebuchets, right? Right away. Nice. Selling. Elite Mameluke. Good. Upgrading the unit you're going for makes a lot of sense. Trebuchet. Perfect. Good decision making there. Good decision making. Town Watch. Why not? Okay, we can slow things down a little. We got some more action going on. Mamluke's in the house. Yeah, expanding onto gold and stone is great. Another blacksmith. Yeah, why not? We lost our initial one. Expanding more. Yeah, your map is like kind of weird, to be honest. Like, you don't have a lot of wood, especially back here. Gotta scout it. Could go for outposts and stuff. Your unit control has been great all game. Again, I'm going to continue pointing that out every time I see it, just because, you know, I like to give reinforcements on the good stuff. I feel like proper coaching, at least for me personally, when I learn from something, I don't want my teacher to be too harsh. I like to get reminded of the good stuff as well. Nowadays, I kind of teach myself. Like, I was watching a couple recs of my own, and I always do the same. Like, same for your rec, same for my rec. I'm very harsh on the bad stuff, but then I always give credit to the good stuff, because it's good for our brain as well. Like, you get, like, the feeling, okay, I did this good. I feel good about it. I'm going to remember it for next time. I want to get that good feeling again, so I'll do it again. So again, good micro. That's great. I want to continue to remind you about that. Now, these are elite Mamluks. These are really tanky. Don't see Bloodlines on them. Ballistics, though, good time on that. At this point, when you get to like Imperial Age, it's about a race to 200 pop. Alright? Don't stop making vills to 200 pop. Continue making vills. You should be on like 4 TC as well. 2 is too little. You should have been on like 4, at least 3 TC, but like 4 since Castle Age. Reason is, you A, want to get to higher population faster, and B, you want to have more TCs, because if you get raided, you want to be able to make more vills, like replenish the vills faster. Cool, at this point we're just kicking his ass. Again, no reason for these guys to be camping, so just more activity with your army would be great as well. Like, no reason to have those guys at home. At this point, you kill the castle, get out here and kill all those units, for example. I just made a video about this as well, like, top 5, what was it? Top 5 timings and how to make use of them, something like that. And I talked about, like, when you have an upgrade advantage over your opponent, you want to fight him. Like, you want to make him feel it. It's like if you're fighting, right? If you're fighting, you have a sword in hand, and your opponent's getting a sword in 30 seconds. Are you going to wait till he gets his sword? Or are you going to fight him in those 30 seconds? You fight him, jump on him, boom, sword micro him, sword fight him. Pause. Fight him with a metal sword. You wanna hit him with the sword in those 30-second window. Same thing here. Your opponent is not imp. You're imp. 3 minutes. You want to fight him during that time. You have +4 armor. You have elite Mameluke. He is going to get to Halberdier. He's going to get to Arbalest, Bracer, Chemistry. So much. He's waiting on so much right now. Why would you let him... Why would you give him the chance? Attack him. You know what I mean? You can look at the score. You're so far ahead. Attack him right now. Let him feel your presence. Monastery is coming up. So many resources. In Imperial Age, the rule is you're allowed to float resources. I'm okay with that. But you have to be 200 pop first. Okay? You get to 200 pop first, then you start stockpiling resources. Like in Castle Age, you're not allowed to, because you can always go imp. But in Imperial Age, you're allowed to, but you have to be 200 pop first. So, how do I spend the res right now? Number 1, I dropped 2 TCs. Once again, you're still not 4 TCs, so drop 2 TCs. Spam up to 200 pop with villas and military. And then pull villas off of wood. Mill 10 farms, mill 10 farms, mill 10 farms. Boom, 70 farms, and Mamluk Hussar GG. 10 stables come down, Mamluk Hussar, and that's your death ball, basically, right? I think at this point you've pretty much solved the game. We'll kind of fast forward just to see the ending of it. You're bringing forward the Trebs. I really hope there's no throw. I don't think so. And honestly, you chose a good replay because, first of all, I love that you're showcasing the Mamluks. Viewers on YouTube are going to love the Mamluks. Can I get a W in the comments? Yeah, just a W Mamluk, or just type a comment with the word Mamluk in the comments if you guys enjoy seeing these guys. Gonna go for a skirm transition, which is good. I like that. Remember, the rule is 1 gold unit, 1 food unit, or 1 gold unit, 1 trash unit. one siege unit. So Skirm, Mameluke, Treb is a great combo. We see chemistry, we see heavy plow. Yeah, very nice. Oh, look at that. Midland Farms. I love that. I love to see it. Love to see it. These guys, Midland Farms. Midland Farms? Gold? Gold is fine as well. Oh, castle. Forward castle. That's even better. Gonna go with the skirms. I hope you don't lose this game, right? There's no way, right? No, diving in, yeah. Oh, big fight. I should have slowed it down for the fight. That was a massacre, though. That was so satisfying. It was almost more satisfying to watch it in fast forward. That was freaking sick. Getting raided a little? Oh, Shotels. This game is crazy. I think it should be over, right? Like, I don't want to... This game is getting wild. Nice. Getting back here. Still not 200 pop. 8,000 food. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting a heart attack. 8,000 food, not 200 pop. 20 stables. Boom. Like, you just take these guys. You just shift, bro. Bring up the keyboard. You hold shift and you spam. Just hold shift and spam. When you're at this much res, just literally get 200 units on the field. You can get another 50 skirms. You just take these 30 skirms, send them across the map, get another 30, another 50 even. Oh, that's a subscriber to the Twitch stream when I'm not even streaming. Let's go, brother. That is my brother right there, coming in from YouTube. Love to see it. Nah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. Spats, I'm gonna recap it for you, man. Solid Dark Age until you lure deer. Probably stop luring deer. Send a few more vills to berries to compensate. No problem. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be completely fine with no deer. Scout your opponent a little bit better. Keep the scout active. Feudal Age, completely change how you play Feudal Age. You want to get farms faster. Your micro and your army is good. You want to get the farms faster, and you want to get the walls faster. And the walls should include the gold a little bit more in front of your gold. Okay. Castle Age onwards, you want to spend your resources and get to more town centers. Imperial Age, spend your resources and get to 200 pop and just have fun. So take what I say here. Hopefully, you can benefit from this replay. Hopefully I've covered everything. I tried to make it fun, funny, and exciting and whatnot. As exciting as I can make a rec review. I obviously want the #1 thing to be about learning and getting better. But since I'm doing these for YouTube as well, hopefully you guys can benefit from these as well. But I want you guys to have fun watching it as well, because let's be honest, like gaming is about fun at the end of the day. And yeah, I hope you benefit from this, man. Seriously, I really do. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube as well. We'll show you guys the quick stats right away, just so you guys can get an idea. You can pause and read. Crazy KD ratio. Oh no, this is the building ratio. This is the KD ratios here. Crazy. He's got a better KD than I had in Call of Duty back in the day. Damn, I was so bad. I was like 1.38 KD, and I was happy with it too. But I heard it was bad. And way more res collected. Crazy. Good stuff. APM 46. Not bad. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Yeah, like the video, guys. Subscribe and let me know in the comments if you want to see more like this. I do them for my Patreons, but if you guys don't want to see them on YouTube, you want to see other stuff, let me know. If you want to see more on YouTube, let me know as well. I'll keep putting them on YouTube as well. Peace.